Okay, we're going to have 4.2. We're going to have matrix multiplication. With matrix multiplication, you have to, much like add and subtract, you have to check the dimensions. However, the dimensions of multiplying rule is different than the dimensions of add subtract. What has to happen is that when you are checking for dimensions, the columns of the first matrix and the rows of the second must be the same. If they're not, you cannot multiply. The result will be the rows of the first, the dimensions, rows of the first and columns of the second. So what does that really mean? Whenever we have a matrix, we have row by column. So we're going to call this matrix 1. And then we have matrix 2. And it's a row by column. The columns of the first and the rows of the second must be the same number. The result, when I multiply these two matrices, the result is going to be a matrix that is the rows of the first and columns of the second. That's going to be the results. So just for quick kind of number sense, if I had a 2 by 3 and a 3 by 1 and I'm multiplying them, I can multiply because those are the same, and my result would be a 2 by 1. If I have a 1 by 4 and I'm multiplying it by a 2 by 4, those are not the same. I can't do. Alright, in order to do it, the columns of the first and the rows of the second must be the same. Then the result is the rows of the first, columns of the second. Alright, so let's look at a couple of examples that we have. Here's the first one. So right now, we just want to know, can we do it? Okay. So here we have 3 rows, 1, 2, 3, by 2 columns. And I want to multiply that to 2 rows and 3 columns. Can you multiply them? And the answer is yes. The result will be a 3 by 3. 3 by 3. That's going to be the result. So now, the way that we're going to multiply is we're just going to use our calculator. So make sure you have your TI, your calculator, and we're going to input our data of our matrices, and then we're going to do the function itself. So here we have under the fourth one down, above the x-1 says matrix in yellow. So we're going to hit second and matrix. And anytime we input stuff, we have to edit. So we need to arrow over to edit. And we can just put it into the first matrix A. And we need to give its dimension. So 3, enter, 2, enter. Now we're going to actually enter in this 3 by 2. So 2, enter, -4, enter. 1, enter, 3, enter. 0, enter, -1, enter. Alright, so that's our first matrix. Now I have to input the second matrix. So second matrix, edit, and now I need to go down to letter B though, because that's where I'm going to put my second one. It's a 2 by 3, so 2, 3. and then put in the data. So 1, 2, 1, 0, 3, 2. All right. We're going to go to our home screen. So we're going to second and quit. And now we're going to actually multiply the A matrix, because that's where we put this one, times the B matrix. So second matrix. And now we're going to just recall it. So all you have to do is under the names, just hit enter. So A times, and then second matrix, because you have to bring up B. So go down to B, hit enter, and now it's listed as A times B, just like up here. We input that first one into A, second one into B, and hit enter. And that's our result. We would say 2, 1, 0, negative 8, 11, negative 3, and negative 6, 7, negative 2. And that's our resulting matrix. And we're just going to use our calculator to do this for us. So let's move on to the next one. 3 and negative 1. So we have one row. We have 2 columns. Next we have 1, 2, 3 rows and 2 columns. Those are not the same. So we would say can't do. All right, next we have 2 rows, 2 columns. And we're going to multiply that to 2 rows, 3 columns. So our result is going to be a 2 by 3. So we're going to punch that into our calculator. So second matrix, edit, and we can go right over the A and B. So this time it's a 2 by 2. The data points 1, 2, 3, 4. Matrix edit into B is a 2 by 3. And then its data points 1, 2, 1, 0, 3, 2. And now when I bring them back up, matrix A times matrix B. My result, 1, 8, 5, 3, 18, 11. 2 rows, 3 columns. All right, last one. Pause the video and see if you can use your calculator on your own, and then I will come back and show you how it works. Here we have a 2 by 3, and we're multiplying a 3 by 2. So our result is going to be a 2 by 2. When I use my calculator, I'm going to input the first one into A, 2 by 3, data points. And I'm going to put the other one into my B and put in its data points. And then on my home screen, I'm going to multiply the two of them, A times B, and I get the matrix negative 4, negative 4, 5, negative 6, a 2 by 2. So that's going to be matrix multiplication 4.2.